Here's check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. Our forecast from Pat Pagano calls for a partly sunny day today, high 55 to 60. We'll get the details on Pat's tri-state forecast coming your way in just a few minutes. Stories that we're following for you out of Kent Swift House Task Force now has 6 months to update its report and planning for the building's future. The group had previously submitted a report in February of 2021, but the selectmen never acted on the recommendations provided. The historic town-owned building remains closed due to concerns about the Americans with Disabilities Act, but the committee members are mystified why the town has closed the building because its use has not changed. First Select Person Jean Speck reported to the Board of Selectmen that town attorney is investigating related statutes. She previously told the board that the town attorney had recommended no use of the building until it was ADA compliant. The selectmen did agree to give the task force a new job to update its report and complete it within 6 months. It's budget time around our region, and Sharon is no different. The Board of Selectmen members said they're pleased with the proposed budget that shows an increase of 2% over current spending. That package will be presented to the Board of Finance tonight at 6 p.m. The net bottom line totals a little over $4.3 million, up about $86,000 from the current $4.244 million budget. The majority of salaries will rise 5%, except for a few with special circumstances, such as the assessor, which is slated to go up 34.5%. The explanation is the salary is based on the average part-time wage in comparable area towns, and that more work has been required due to increased activity in the real estate and building industry. Wages for the town crew are up 8.7%, with 7 positions part of a union contract. The total proposal is $451,298. That line item was not fully funded in the current budget. Salisbury Bank is offering free webinars on buying your first home and credit scores. They're offering this WebEx webinar on buying your first home and credit scores on Wednesday, April 6th at 5:30 to 6:30. Salisbury Bank presenter Jennifer Musey, mortgage advisor, will discuss the basics a very first-time home buyer needs to know about securing a mortgage, including how much will I need to save for a down payment, what documents are needed to apply, do I qualify for a mortgage. They'll also answer questions about credit scores. What is that credit score? How is the credit score determined? What's a good score? And what can they do to improve their credit? To register, go to salisburybank.com/webinar. Police in Florida have made an arrest in the West Point cadets' overdoses on fentanyl-laced cocaine. The arrests were made involving 5 cadets of the U.S. Military Academy at a Florida vacation home during spring break. The Wilton Manors Police Department said 6 men and a woman overdosed on fentanyl-based cocaine and were taken to hospitals on Thursday last week. Authorities said late Friday they had made an arrest, did not give more specifics about the person's identity. Florida officials have only identified patients as college students from the state of New York. However, a spokeswoman from the U.S. Military Academy said Saturday that 5 West Point cadets were involved and 4 of them were transported to the hospital. A West Point official told the Associated Press on Friday that 2 of the cadets involved were football players and 1 of them was hospitalized. Great Barrington bus routes are on the chopping block amid budget squeezes and a grant loss. Money constraints and too few riders might place some South County bus service on the chopping block, affecting evening and daytime routes that include stops at Fairview Hospital as well as several senior housing complexes. The Berkshire Regional Transit Authority proposed changes also could eliminate a loop popular with students at Bard College at Simon's Rock that brings them downtown and back. The proposed changes would begin July 1st. A number of public hearings about the proposed cuts in person and via Zoom are scheduled through March 30th. April 15th is the deadline for comments that can be sent by regular mail or email or registered by phone to the BRTA. All proposed changes, as well as public hearing dates and call links, are on the authority's website. Taking a look at some local stories that we're following for you in meetings in Sharon. The Sharon Housing Authority meets tonight at 5 o'clock, the Board of Finance at 6. In Falls Village today, a special meeting of the Board of Selectmen at 9 a.m. this morning. In Cornwall, the Board of Selectmen meet via Zoom tonight at 7:30. In Kent, Community Resilience Building Workshop is meeting today at 9 a.m. And at Dover Union School District from 3:30 to 4:30, District Oversight Committee, formerly the ICMC, will be meeting. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgan's at the Interlaken, interlakenin.com. You'll find them on Facebook and Instagram. At Morgan's, you'll find specials every day of the week, a tapas menu. That's interlakenin.com. And by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com on the web. The Dow Jones Industrial Average will start off today at 39,945.24. The Nasdaq at 12,581.22, and the S&P 500 at 4173.11. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.